Welcome to Snow Day Video. This is a replacement service for BIA 2610. In case you didn't know, today it snowed. At my house we have almost 2 inches on the ground. And I was going to put together a little video, kind of replace what you missed in class today. I thought we'd start this out with just how to get to the D2L shell for the course. I'm using the Firefox browser. I have it set at Google. If you do a search on MTSU space D2L, it should find the link that will get you to the D2L course shells. So I click on the link. I'm B. Freeman. I have Norton that remembers my passwords for me. Now I'm going to scroll down to the bottom where it shows all the different courses. I have this restricted to spring 2018, and I'm going to click on the BIA 2610-005. This is my Tuesday-Thursday course. As you can see, I have several other courses I'm teaching this semester. But Tuesday-Thursday meets from 11:20 to 12:45. So this is the course shell for that course. Now, it probably won't look like this. I'm going to change the setting up here at the top to where you view it as a student. And so you'll have the content link that you can click on to get to the content. But you'll have the link to Cengage Mind Tap. This is in the news area. The syllabus, the schedule, I have the test dates. Lynda.com works a little differently now. You're going to have to go through the MTSU Information Technology Department to set up the Lynda account if you don't already have one set up. And then you can make use of Lynda, and you can use several of the Lynda videos. If you're going to send me an email, I'm scrolling down a little bit. If you're going to send me an email, send it to buddy.freeman@mtsu.edu. Officially, I'm Gordon L. Freeman Jr., but here at the university, pretty much everybody calls me Buddy. Don't use the D2L email. It's a separate system. Up at the top, there's a little red dot that'll show up on the email icon that shows me that I have an email. And quite frankly, the way my vision is getting less and less acute as I get older, I'll just miss that. I just won't see it. But the MTSU email, I'll open this up in the morning when I get to the office, and it's open all day long. But I have to go into D2L to even see this. So just use the MTSU email. Don't use the D2L email if you want to contact me. This little icon, if you click on it, it will give you the lab hours. There's a tutor that's available. Last semester it was in room N210 in the Business and Aerospace building. I'm assuming it's going to be in the same room this time, but I don't have the hours yet. So when you click on this, it's going to show you the hours for the previous term. This video that I'm making, this is for the spring semester of 2018. Now, you want to get registered for the homework manager. It's called Mind Tap. It's the Cengage Publishing Company. You click on this link when you're ready to register. You might go to the bookstore and purchase a textbook and get an access code. Some people go online and get an access code that way. But when you're ready to enter the access code, you just click on this link, and it's not going to look the same way as it looks when I click on it, because I'm the instructor. I'm not able to provide you with video guidance for how it actually works as a student. Right? You're going to see the EBook open up whenever I click on that link. But if you click on this link, it will show you the syllabus. If you click on this link, it'll show you the schedule. If you go to the content, you can access that up here at the top. You can also access it over here. Ordinarily, it opens up to the table of contents. Close it so that you see all the different areas. We're not going to use chapter 11 this semester. We just cover chapters 1 through 10 and chapter 12. But this has the link to MindTap. You can also access it through this one. Now let's go back to the course home page. But the syllabus, the schedule, inside the content area. If you go to the general info, let me open it up here on the left. There's the syllabus. There's the schedule. Right. Now the schedule shows you all the information for which you're responsible for in the ebook. Now let me go back to the course homepage. When I click on it, I'm the instructor. It knows that I'm already registered, so to speak, for the course. It's going to go ahead and open up the ebook. It's supposed to hide the parts that are not visible, and here you can see chapter 11 showing up. So I'm going to go up here at the top and try to find, why my mouse is so, there we go. Click on the little icon. You won't have this. This is just the instructor. But you can see that everything's hidden except chapter 1 through chapter 10 and chapter 12. You shouldn't be able to see chapter 11 or 13 and so on. Also inside the different chapters, certain sections are hidden. Sections that we're not going to cover. Now let's go back to the, I'm changing from one tab to another tab. I'm still inside the Firefox browser. But I go back to here and I go back to the course homepage. Right. This will take you directly to the ebook once you get registered, but the way it works is different until you do get registered. What's supposed to happen is when you click on this, you have the option to register. You also should have the option to use it for 2 weeks, basically free. But after that, it'll save what you do, the work that you do, but after that, it's going to shut you out of it, so to speak, and then you have to provide an access code to be able to get back in there. Now I'm going to open up the schedule. There are due dates for the homework. If I scroll down, the homework for chapter 1 through 3, that's due on February the 3rd. If you look inside the MindTap, it's going to show that it's due on February the 3rd. What you don't want to do is you don't want to wait until February the 2nd to start doing the homework. The homework's half the points in this course. You want to get those 500 points. These points aren't that difficult to obtain. It's more difficult to obtain the test points. I don't know why it is, but I have some students that just don't do the homework, period. You can't pass the course without doing the homework. So you want to get these points. But to try to keep people on task, so to speak, I've recommended January the 19th as when you need to finish the chapter 1 homework. The chapter 1 homework only has an assignment, which is worth 25 points. There's an assignment in each chapter, and each one of them is worth 25 points. Some of the chapters have Excel assignments. This one has a graded tutorial and a structured activity. The Excel assignments are worth 10 points each. The exploring statistics activities are worth 5 points. Usually they have 2 questions. Right? Those aren't that lengthy. Some of these Excel assignments are quite lengthy. Some of the assignments themselves are quite lengthy. But I recommend that you get the Chapter 2 material, get it done by January the 26th. The idea is to not wait until February the 3rd to work on your homework. I recommend that you get the Chapter 3 material, get that finished by February the 2nd. And then February the 3rd, you'll be okay. If something happens and you can't contact MindTap or whatever, and things like that do happen, and they will tend to happen at the most inopportune times, you'll have the work done. You'll have it completed, or at least most of it completed. But people wait until February the 2nd. Some people wait until February the 3rd. I'll look in there and see, well, who's done the work? And it's February the 3rd, it's 6 p.m., and maybe a third of the class has done the work. Okay? And I sent out an email, you need to get this done. After 11:59 p.m. on February the 3rd, you can't get these points. There's a deadline. Right? You need to get those points done. Don't tell me that such and such happened on February the 2nd or February the 3rd, because you should have completed this, at least all of it through Chapter 2, before February the 2nd. Chapter 2 material, you should have finished that by the 26th. So stay on task. These points are easy to get. Right? Stay on task with this. The test for the Tuesday-Thursday class, generally it's on a Tuesday. Ordinarily, for the Tuesday-Thursday class, if I gave an exam, a test on Tuesday, I would try to go over it briefly the following Thursday. But this semester I'm not going to be able to do that. The reason is because I have a Thursday night class. So they haven't taken the test yet. So just going to have to wait until the following Tuesday before I can briefly go over the exam. But this document, the schedule document, which I'll hand out the first day of class, that we're able to meet, we're out on snow today, it shows the dates, the recommended dates, and it also has the due dates and when the exams are, the point values. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you get the summary of the point values. Test 1, midterm, or Test 2. Test 3, and the final exam, or Test 4. Each one of the tests are 125 points. So it's 500 points for the test, and there's another 500 points for the homework. Okay? Most people can get the majority of these 500 points for the homework, except the people that don't do it. Right? Don't put it off. Go ahead and get that done. Let me back up here. You can click on this link to the syllabus, or you can go into the content area. And if you go into general information, there's also this link to the syllabus. But you can download these documents. I want to bring the syllabus document with me for the first day of class that we're able to attend. But make sure you read through this document. There's information about scholarships and disabilities. If you have some kind of disability, make sure that you have the DAC office, the Disability and Access Center, send me that little email so that I know what I need to do, and I'll take care of it. Course description, objectives. Prerequisite, most people take the Math 1630 course, but if you take some kind of calculus course, it'll count just as well. The tool pack, it's not always available in the version for the Mac. In the next course, the version for the Mac, Excel, it just doesn't work quite properly. It just doesn't coexist with the requirements for the assignments. In this one, it works pretty much okay. I think if you have the current version of Excel for the Mac, it does have the data analysis tool pack. But for a number of years, it wasn't available. These are the points and the grade levels. It takes 900 points to get an A. 800 up to, but not including 900, is a B. But it's basically 90%, 80%, 70%, 60% to pass. If you have less than 600 points, then you're going to fail the course. And if you don't do the homework, you can't possibly get more than 500 points. You see, the homework, there's 3 types. They're the assignments, the Excel activities, and then the exploring statistics activities. All right, you have to be present for the test. I want you to bring your ID in case I don't recognize you. Occasionally I'll have a student that tries to come in and take a test for somebody else. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. If you can't be there for the date that the test is assigned, you need to make arrangements to take it at a different time. I'll generally pass around an attendance sheet at each class. If you don't attend class, you're going to be in trouble with the financial aid folks. Academic conduct. Don't copy off of somebody else's paper. I give multiple versions of the test. If it looks to me like you've worked out using information on the other version besides your own, then you're just going to fail this course. It's just that simple. Scroll this down a little bit. All right. But to contact me with email, send it to buddy.freeman@mtsu.edu. My office is 348. Let's see, did I put the office hours in here? Let me go back up here. Yeah, my office hours are 1 to 2 and 4 to 6 on Monday, and 1 to 2 and 4 to 5 on Wednesday. Okay. Now, most people don't call the office, but there is a telephone, 898-2667, and you can leave voicemail. And the cool thing is now voicemail shows up in the email. So if I'm at home, if I look at my email, I can see that I have a voicemail. It's kind of humorous too. They try to translate it. They try to translate the voice and write out what it was the person said, and it's just ridiculous how inaccurate that is. But it is humorous. Now let's get back. Okay, this is a general info. All right, now the publishing company sent me these. It's just a link, basically. But you can purchase the access code, access to the ebook directly from the publishing company. I recommend that you try some of the local bookstores. Phillips bookstore here on campus, they're supposed to price match. But textbook brokers or someplace like that, you may actually be able to find it cheaper than what's available at this website. But just shop around. But you need the access code to be able to get to the Mind tab. Now I'm going to terminate this video at this point. I don't want to make it too long. I'm going to make another one that shows you more about the interior of the course. So, bye-bye for right now.